R&B diva Stephanie Mills. She's up next. Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. That's right. I told you guys I feel good all over, right? We're talking about R&B diva Stephanie Mills. Yes, I am, but I feel refreshed. I really do. Yes, I do. Woo! I feel like Donnie Simpson coming off that elevator, baby. I'm here to tell you. I'm feeling good. Whew, let's jump right into it. Next video, Stephanie Mills, her third album. What you're going to do with my loving. Oh, yes. I think this is where everybody wants to be, right? And if you are a diehard Stephanie Mills fan, then, people will probably say, this is where you probably want to pick up listening to Stephanie Mills. Understandably so. But I don't think you'll be disappointed with those first two albums. Hey, I don't know what your musical taste is like. You probably like both of those albums cut for cut, and that's okay. All right. But I say, give it a listen, give it a try. It's definitely worth it. Now, if Stephanie Mills, right, if her career is definitely moving in the right direction, and if you think about this second album for the first time, any artist, if you talk to an artist, they're going to probably tell you, yeah, that album was probably not the one that, it didn't live up to expectations. You understand? Everybody has that album or that moment in their career. It's just what it is. Okay. But there are a lot of things that are happening. So it appears in Stephanie Mills' career. She has The Wiz, she has Home, Home. I think it's safe to say it has not become her signature song yet, but it's her song, right? Everybody, when it comes to The Wiz, they're identifying her with that song. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if you think about what I said about the song Somewhere Over the Rainbow, and you don't want to, like, the song was like upbeat mid-tempo for Stephanie Mills on her first album, you almost go like, don't do that, right? Why don't you guys do that to Somewhere Over the Rainbow? Like, there was no need for you guys to do that, but they did it anyway. Here's what I'm saying. It's not a horrible song, Somewhere Over the Rainbow, on her first album. It definitely isn't. That's not what I'm saying. I just prefer to hear the original version of Somewhere Over the Rainbow. So she definitely has her signature song, Home. Like, that's the song that you can say from her first album all the way up until What You're Going to Do With My Loving. You can say is the one that I guess is kind of like the link in the chain. It's the glue that keeps things together. It's probably the one song in her career that, out of the many years she's been in the business, I'm just saying, from a international standpoint, might be the song that, audiences will be able to identify with. Home. Like, yeah, we know Stephanie Mills' Home song, right? For me personally, like, if I was to go to a Stephanie Mills show or see her, you already know what I'm going to ask her to sing. You already know, if you know me. Now, it probably will be, I've learned to respect the power of love for so many reasons, right? But I love So Good, So Right. We don't see, I'm getting sidetracked. But Home is definitely her signature song. Okay. Now, the thing that I like about her career as it's unfolded or going into the right direction, I guess it's safe to say, and I never compared the two. I know I've done a lot of comparing her with Diana Ross, but basically from a song selection. Keep that in mind. From the way they have selected the songs, presented the songs, the style she's singing it in is Diana Ross. But then I'm also looking at that Jennifer Holliday comparison. I mean, there you have these two divas, Broadway, Home, and I Am Telling You. But the songs in which we know them for the delivery is totally different. Like we know that Stephanie Mills can cut up on Home. We know that, right? As I said before, I like her 1989 version of Home off that Home album versus the original Home, right? I like it because she definitely, kind of just she let it rip. The same way Jennifer Holliday does with her version of And I Am Telling You. Signature song, her signature style. The beautiful thing about Stephanie Mills is that she can sing this song in those two styles. Like she can sing it in the original version, or she can sing it in the revised version. With Jennifer Holliday, I've never, now that I think about it, ever heard Jennifer Holliday sing that song differently. I wonder what it would sound like, Jennifer, to have that song, delivered differently. Interesting. Anyway, it happens over here from time to time. But that's what's happening. So basically what I'm saying is Home is keeping everything together, right? Home is the song Home. I'm pretty sure she can rely on that. Okay. Now, so what happens is now we have found Stephanie Mills. Stephanie Mills, she's now in 1979. She is now on 20th Century Fox. Hold on, you guys. Let me make sure. She's on 20th Century Fox, right? She's over there. Now it's 1979. Ooh, I got to do something real quick. And something is about to change, right? And what is about to change? Well, the way in which her music is presented. Now, I love it when things just kind of flow together and come together over here. So let me stop. Okay. Let me slow this bad boy down. There's a new sheriff in town, right? There's a new diva in town. Yeah, a new diva. And that diva, she's not new, but she is about to be brand new. Like she is definitely taking center stage or has taken center stage. And that diva would be Shaka Khan. Okay. 1978 would be Shaka Khan when she releases her album, her self-titled album, right? And I'm Every Woman. And notice what I said before is that now Shaka is about to inspire a whole new line of divas in singing. Diana Ross, for the most part, I'm not going to say is yesterday, news, but she's doing her solo thing, but we're about to come into something totally new. Even Diana Ross will have to change up just a little bit. So I think it's safe to say that when Mtume, okay, James Mtume, Reggie Lucas and James Mtume was presented with the opportunity to work with Stephanie Mills. In my mind, this is me. Ooh, Lord, y'all making me tired. And this is my point of view. It's my point of view. Okay. So I would like to think that they looked at her catalog. I would like to think that they went back and at least probably heard of Stephanie Mills or listened to her previous albums, just to kind of see, what worked, what didn't work, where they wanted to start from, so on and so forth. So that would be my question for Stephanie Mills. When you hook up with uh, James and Tume and Reggie Lucas, what was that like to work with them? What did you guys do? What did you guys decide to come up with? What was the blueprint for that album? Now, what I like most about this, and I said this before with Shaka Khan. Interesting. I said the same thing about Shaka Khan when she worked with Arif Martin, right? When she worked with him, Martin, not Tim, Martin, right? Yeah. When she worked with him, he did not separate her totally from the Rufus sound. Okay, where we was like, huh? And that worked. I liked it a lot. When it comes to Reggie Lucas and James M. Tume, I think they did exactly what I thought they should have done with those two albums when I think about it. What did they do? Well, as I said, they didn't change anything for the most part, other than they just kind of whipped it up. You know what I'm saying? They put a little whip on it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, hold on, let's whip this thing up. Let's crank these songs up just a little bit. Add some more elements to the song. Put in a little bit of a little bit of disco in it, a little bit of R&B, of course, soul. They put those elements in there. And while I'm not going to say they approached this record the same way the way Shaka Khan was singing in her music, because Shaka Khan is funk and R&B and all of that stuff. But Shaka Khan definitely had to be a blueprint for them going in and saying, hey, this is kind of like maybe what Shaka's doing. This is my opinion. Let's see if this is going to work with you. But for sure, they kept everything as is, because those two previous albums, those songs are not slouches at all on those albums. It's not. Okay. Now, isn't it interesting? Okay. Sometimes I really don't look at other people's reviews. When I'm looking at these albums, I don't, necessarily pay attention to others' reviews now. Why? Because I'm trying to hone my own skill. You understand what I'm saying? So I need my own flavor. I don't need yours. I'm good with me. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be like you. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't. I just don't. I am painfully me. I like me. I really do. I know people say that all the time. I'm saying it. I really do mean it. So, so they come in and they mix it up. They don't change anything much, but probably the tempo of it. You have Shaka Khan, I would like to think, is the influence here, but not necessarily so. But she did have an album out the year prior. She's still probably making headway now. I would like to think that, again, that's what they do. It's kind of like, what's the end sound? What are people doing? This, that, and the other. That's the formula. So this Diana Ross thing isn't working. The way these songs are coming at us, this isn't working. What can we do? And so we change it up a little bit, don't we? I don't know why I'm trying to think of Natalie Cole. I don't know why Natalie Cole, what do I want to say about Natalie Cole? I don't want to say anything about Natalie Cole, but I think it's safe to say you can say there's a little bit of Natalie Cole. Natalie Cole is coming in. Natalie Cole is making headway too, in the game, and so, she's there. And one could easily say that this album has been inspired by Natalie Cole as well. But hold on, you guys. I might be on to something. It could have been inspired by Natalie Cole as well, because Natalie Cole comes out in 1975. That's when she releases her first album. Interesting. Interesting. Natalie Cole and Stephanie Mills comes out around the same time. So I think it's safe to say. I think it's safe to say. So we get a mixture of Natalie Cole and Shaka Khan here with this album. I would like to think. Yeah, we're gonna go there. We're gonna stick there. I don't know why Natalie Cole kept coming to me, so we're gonna use Natalie Cole. So we get a little bit of Natalie Cole and Shaka Khan influence here, and it works. She's definitely different from both of these divas, I would like to think. Yeah, yeah. I would say Natalie Cole is pop, then soul and R&B. It may be disco. Shaka Khan is funk, R&B, disco, and pop. And at this moment in time, Stephanie Mills is finding her groove because she has those two albums out already. And so Shaka Khan and Nat Nicole can definitely be where they pull from. And here's the thing that I like most about this, what you're going to do with my Loving album. Here's what I like most about it. Y'all just follow with me. Hey, just come on along for the ride. Y'all ain't got nothing to do. Just come along for the ride. I'm going somewhere. Okay? Is they use this album I don't know. I was about to go somewhere. I don't know where I was about to go. I didn't lose my train of thought. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I lost my train of thought. I really did because I was trying to go somewhere, but it's all right, and I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to edit it. No. So we get into this album now, and I guess where I was trying to go, what I'm trying to do is now because I'm trying to put myself kind of sort of like what I'm reaching for divas in this era, you know, in the mid to late 70s, and I don't have many to choose from because I'm limited in that. Like I'm thinking of them, and I just really can't think of them, but a lot of them are in my head, and I know I can name a lot of them because I'm thinking about bands like Midnight Star, so on and so forth. I'm thinking about Rolls Royce. I'm thinking about you see what I'm saying, but I'm like, okay, can I do this? Can I do that? But anyway, so she's there. What we have with Stephanie Mills now, when the album comes out, and we have What You're Gonna Do with My Loving. And as I said before, they do exactly what I would like for them to do, you know, and that is whip it up. So we love What You're Gonna Do with My Loving. No need to kind of tackle that song at all. Then the next song you get is You Can Get Over. Straight disco to me. Now, here's something that you guys probably have not done, and if you have not done, you need to do it. Listen to Renee and Angela's albums, the first two albums. Yeah, the first two albums. I don't know why, but it was just me when I was listening to Renee and Angela's, when I was listening to this song, You Can Get Over. I don't know, I just kept saying like this song, You Can Get Over, definitely sound like something that Renee and Angela would sing on their first two albums, which would be the self-titled album as well as the other album, second album, Wall to Wall. I was like, okay, I can see this being there because, you know, Renee and Angela also look like they played around with disco a little bit. And I also hear a little bit of Michael Jackson influence on this song as well as Sylvester. Yeah, that's Sylvester. You know, You Make Me Feel Mighty Real. That's Sylvester. Okay. So I'm thinking about those things. And in the beginning of Renee and Angela's career, you can definitely tell that those two were influenced by Michael Jackson. I do. I really get a lot of Michael Jackson from them, you know. Yeah. Then the third song, Deeper Inside My Love. And this is where I go, why did you do this again on this album? It's like it was like, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's try to do this Bacharach thing again. Oh Lord, is my computer? What is going on here? Something looks like it's about to go out on me, and I don't know what it is that is about to go out. But something is about to give, you guys. Just bear with me. I'm looking at all these wires I got over here. What wire is this? I don't need this wire. I don't. And don't do what I think you're about to do. Oh, Lord. It's all right. We don't care. We don't care because things happen. All right. Hold on for. All right. If you stay with me, thank you. You're a trooper. You're a trooper if you stay with me. I know what you're probably saying too. Why didn't he just not uh why does he just not edit it? Just edit it out so I can just stick around. You're gonna stick around because you want to stick around. You understand what I'm saying? Right? That's why. You understand what I'm saying? It's not that I'm lazy. It's like, some people just get so caught up in the details of everything. And I used to do that. I did. I used to be in a place in my life where I was like, oh my gosh, like, okay, let me do this. Let me fix this. This got to be right. There has to be right. That's why I tell you guys, and I'm going to be quite honest with you. That's why I tell you guys to put your behind where your heart desires to be. Because when you're where your heart desires to be, you don't care about those things. Like, no, take that back. You care. You're just unbothered. And that's where I am. I'm unbothered. I don't care if you like me or not. No, I'm unbothered if you like me or not. I'm just unbothered. I'm just unbothered. Like, I don't do this to try to make a name for myself or anything like that. Like, I really like music. It's just what I like. I didn't start out doing this YouTube thing, uh, with music in mind. I didn't. It's just that I was just kind of finding my flow with it. I was doing other things, and when you do other things, everyone suggests that you be on social media. And so when that thing I was doing looked like it came to a stop, but it has picked back up. I'm working on a lot of things over here, so it picked back up. I was like, okay, I'm ready. And so I found myself engrossed with this, the fun of it, and I was like, I like this so much. I want to continue to keep doing it, and just take it easy. So that's why over here I'm not always caught up on the details. Not only am I not always caught up on the details, and I know it look like I'm on my tangent now, but other things too I have to keep in mind. Like, I know some things are going on with my channel because I'm looking like, okay, my numbers are, like there's certain numbers that I know that were up. Now that they're down, I'm talking about in the algorithm. Okay. Now I'm like, how can you take those numbers though? Those numbers, they are there. Do you understand what I'm saying? And so I find myself, and I'm just going to say it. So I found myself saying to myself, are you doing this for YouTube? Are you? Are you doing this for YouTube? And if you're doing this for YouTube, you're going to get caught up in the hustle and the bustle of what you do on your job, like my profession. And that is, I'm definitely trying to, this here's where I come to chill and relax and have fun. I do. And I enjoy doing it with you guys. And if it happened to just go into something else, wonderful. But to be honest, it's my profession, my full-time profession, right? What I do, what I went to school for. And then it's my business that I'm working on. And then it's social media. And and all of it is fun stuff. I get up every day. I go to a place where I can say I'm in a profession that I love and that I enjoy. I do. I love it. I enjoy it. It's what I went to school all those years for. I love it and I enjoy it. And what I'm doing now is moving that into something else that I love and I enjoy doing. And I'm working on a whole lot of things behind the scenes on those things. You understand what I'm saying? And so then I'm doing this and I love and enjoy doing this as well. Yeah. So again, when you make a mistake, who cares? Like, now, be unbothered. Laugh at yourself sometime. I've learned how to do that. I'm like, God dog it. Did I? Laugh at yourself. I'm learning not to take myself too seriously. I used to take myself seriously. I really did. I made a mistake. I would go like, man, bro, like what? People come in and, they'll say to me, they'll be like, Mr. Jones, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, what? I'll be like, now I'm like, okay, I get to it. Huh? Oh, okay. If anything else is dead end. Oh, I must have. Oh, I'm glad we caught that. Woo! I'm glad we caught that one. Now, for real, you got to be like that. Like, I'm just like, it is what it is. Why? Because your intentions is always to do well. I would like to think your intentions is always to do well, but sometimes you can miss some things, is what it is, y'all. I'm just saying. You see how I got on a tangent? And here's the thing. If you stick around, you stick around. I'd be like, I don't know. I don't know. I can't get involved with your attention span. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know how people are. It'll be like, okay, this is the part of the segment that's boring. Even on, when you're watching television, right? Think about it. When you're watching television, in the television, you're watching your favorite television show, and sometimes you click through that, right? You'll click through your television, be like, okay. And then you come back around to it, mm-hmm. It's just what it is. And then here's another thing too. Sometimes you think a movie is not good. And then you come to find out, man, I missed it. This was a really good show. How did I miss this show? When it comes on and then it's like I missed it. I didn't get it at the time, but now I get it. Like, okay, I see what he's doing. Like what's like, it's like it's what it is. Like, baby, Lord, see, there I am. It's all right because it's my show and I'm not gonna edit this. I'm not. See, I think I remember where I was. But does it matter? Do I remember where I was? Yeah, okay. I know if I had wrote it out and it was all like really, really, really detailed with it, it'd be like, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. But it is what it is. See, then it comes back to you. I think I know where I was. It comes back to you. I think I was like, why did you do this to this song? Like, why did you put another Diana Ross style song in here with the song called Deeper Inside Your Love? They just couldn't resist it. But then I was like, well, I don't know. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Diana Ross song. Maybe it's the Bee Gees. Well, you tell me what you think. Go listen to Stephanie Mills' Deeper Inside Your Love. Is it a Diana Ross song or is it for the Bee Gees? I don't know. But then you get to Feel the Fire. Oh, Feel the Fire. Now, I'm not sure because I've heard Feel the Fire with Teddy Pendergrass. I've heard Stephanie Mills Feel the Fire. People Bryson's Feel the Fire. And I'm like saying to myself, which one is it? Which one do I like? I'm not quite sure. It just depends. I don't know. I'm just saying. But it is a good song, but I don't know if the song was released for Stephanie Mills. I think it's just a song in her, on one of her albums, but it was never released. But then you get to a song called Put Your Body Into It. Love it. I love Feel the Fire, and I love Put Your Body Into It. I love it. This is where we cook it with grease. I also think too, the song, going back to Feel the Fire. I also think that Feel the Fire. This you might not think it. You know, this is just us. You probably don't think it. Do you think Feel the Fire could be an OJ song? Do you see the OJ singing Feel the Fire? I don't know. I don't know why I hear the OJ singing Feel the Fire. I don't know. Just then the next song after Feel the Fire, Put Your Body Into It. Love it. Love it, 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 love it. As well as a song, the next couple of songs, they are all right. Starlight and You and I. But then we get to a song called Don't Stop Dancing. Now, Don't Stop Dancing to me sounds like Boogie Nights. This song, Don't Stop Dancing, I know you're going to talk about me. Don't Stop Dancing. I don't know why when I was listening to this song, I am picturing, I'm picturing Michael Evans, Good Times. I'm picturing Michael Evans of Good Times either singing this song at a rent party or at a talent show. Yeah, I don't know why I was like, I can see Michael Evans singing this song at the rent party or one of the talent shows, on Good Times. Well, Lord, I need to stop. I'm doing way too much right now. But this is a good album. It really is. I like the album cut for cut. I do. I think they definitely did what they should have done. And that is funked her up. You understand what I'm saying? Like they hooked Stephanie Mills up. It was wonderful collaboration, wonderful effort. Um, I, yeah, maybe I'll talk about this in the next video. And what I wanted to talk about in this video too was the watering down of our soul divas. I started out by saying that I don't read other reviews, and so I guess I should start, to read other reviews, and maybe I should, but I can see reviews that would actually be positive for those first two albums by Stephanie Mills, right? And I can see those same people who gave great reviews for those two albums just totally go like, what in the heck is she doing over here? So that's why I say you can't please people. You just can't. But here's the thing, though, with what you're going to do with My Lovin'. It worked. For whatever reason, it showed up on the Billboard 200. It showed up on the top R&B albums. Like, it showed up and it showed out. I'm talking about the album, okay? As well as the single, What You're Gonna Do With My Lovin', also showed up. Like, the album and the single showed up and showed out for her on the pop charts. So you just never can tell, when it comes to these critics, these reviews, so on and so forth, the public and the like, and so I guess I can end this by asking Stephanie a question. I'm pretty sure, I think I probably know how Stephanie feels at this moment in time. She probably like, I don't care what you guys think. Isn't she? I think she's an Aries, right? So she probably, I don't care what y'all think. Like, really, you think I care what you think? You understand what I'm saying? But in the grand scheme of things, Stephanie, Miss Mills, really, oh gosh, see, that's why I like what I do. You have reviews, you have the critics, right? You have the marketplace, you have your team, you have yourself. And then you just have that other group that just sticks out, that outlier that just sticks out. And these are the people who will probably never buy it. Do you understand what I'm saying? This group here, sorry, this group would never buy it. They'll never do anything. You know, onlookers, spectators, uh, uh, they might know you in passing, know of you, maybe seen you somewhere before, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily interested, but know about you. Do you see what I'm saying? All these people, and you can't please them all. You can't. Yeah. You just can't please them all. And so the question would be to Miss Mills, like, how do you handle that, ma'am? Like, how do you handle putting together a project? Oh, I didn't think about that. It's over there. Well, I know what she would probably say because I'm thinking about the album Born for This. The album Born for This, the album that she released after her long hiatus from her Something Real album, right? Yeah, I have that album. We'll talk about that album, I'm sure. Yeah, so how do you feel about that, Miss Mills? Yeah, that's what it is. I think I think I'm at a perfect place to stop. I don't know. I'm gonna let this flow. It is what it is. If you stuck around all this time, then I must say high five to you, kiss you, thank you for hanging in there with me on this one. I'm seriously, whatever the case may be, right? Like, we deserve to hit the subscribe button together. We deserve to leave comments together, right? But thank you guys so much for tuning in over here. I appreciate it. I think it's only appropriate for me to ask you to hit the like button, subscribe button, the share button, leave a comment, like really and truly hang out with me. Let's enjoy each other's company. Whoa, I really and truly appreciate it. And also, too, my motto is simple. Put your behind where your heart desires to be. Whenever I leave my mother's presence, she always says to me, baby, remember I love you, but God loves you best. Oh, how I look forward to seeing you next video. And until then, go ahead on and take care of you. Take care of you. I'm taking care of me. Take care of you. All right, then.